What's up, everybody? Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? Sorry, the game doesn't have background audio. So you guys are kind of hearing nothing. Come on, camera. Here we go. What's up? How's it going? Hello, hello. Okay, here we go. So, today we are playing Far Far West. Make sure you guys can hear the game, okay? Make sure it's not too loud. What's up, Hero Brian? How you doing?
Yes, Slacker. Can you hear
What's
me?
going on? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You gotta set up push to talk, dude. Or just open mic.
Oh, microphone mode. Well, for one, it's on the wrong thing. Go. Push to talk. What is the push to talk button? The push to talk button is... I said the push to talk. It's N. That is going to be really annoying to push, so never mind. I'm not going to do that. Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you.
There we go.
Not gonna do what?
I'm not going to do push to talk. The button is N. And I don't feel like changing it.
Yeah. I could open my mic too.
How dare you, Nikki? Is this a free game? No, it's not a free game. Maybe
it's
you just have
roughly
really nice
20 to
ears.
25 bucks Australian.
It cost me 17 American dollars.
Delightful. Am I just always on now? Yeah. Alright.
So I want to track.
I guess I switch over now.
All right, we can only track one thing at a time, right?
All right.
Yeah, one item at a time. All right. Well, I'll track my revolvers. We'll do the revolvers first. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Gotta just set up
Tuesday.
my streams.
Okay, no problemo. Just let me know. What's up, chicken sandwich? How you doing? What's up, Frankie? Gotta remember how to play. Ouch. Right, okay, that's fireball. That's the acid.
Oh yeah, fun fact. Either we're weaker as characters or they've made it harder.
Oh, joy.
Yeah,
They
because
probably just
like,
made it harder.
I'm pretty... Yeah, because one thing I've noticed is that, like, we're definitely a lot slower when we're aiming down sights. Because I used to just aim down sights and jump around a lot. But now I'm struggling with that. And yeah, I've been playing easy and normal and struggling, so.
Probably
No, I guess I've been. Oh, go ahead.
Probably some little bitch boy who was like, "Oh, make it slower when you aim down sights."
Maybe. Also, could be the fact that I've just gotten rusty with like headshot aiming, so. I definitely noticed my aim's off.
We'll get there again.
Oh, also, you can no longer, wait. You can't just shoot the geyser with electric bullets to spread it. You have to shoot something in the geyser and give it electricity.
Really? That's stupid.
Yeah. I guess it was just too powerful, which makes sense. Oh, and I think we have a lot less ammo on the pistol than we used to.
But it's not a like a PvP game. Like, why would it matter?
Minor difference, but like it's harder just to set up that combo.
That's gonna be kind of dumb when things get tougher. Okay, let's see. We got acid and fireball. That's all they got for now. Okay.
Oh yeah, and I did do a little bit of grinding for like 3 levels.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, I wanted my sniper back.
So I'm gonna cactus. Cactus turret?
Wait, what? Oh, we've got turrets now?
That's tight.
Oh, that's cool.
I want to try that out instead of fireball.
Yeah. A geyser. I worked so hard for geyser.
I got acid and I got cactus. Let me test this out.
You're gonna be the turret dude then. So yeah. Be sure to set up what gun you wanna aim for and get blueprints for.
Yes. Okay, so that's a mine.
Oh, you can shoot it to spread a element. Oh, it absorbs whatever elements used on it. Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
And it's got to be an enemy that goes near it. So put it near the target if you got a cooldown for it.
I don't think acid does anything.
What's alright?
I don't think acid does anything.
Oh no, it's just shoot this because it's constantly reapplying electricity. Then shoot the target. Yeah, because this guy was spreading electricity to nearby enemies. So it's elemental thing.
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll see how that synergizes.
Yeah, I just gotta do one last thing. Why can I not?
Goats are invincible.
I should be live on TikTok.
Invincible goats. What's up, Ant-Man? There we go. TikTok chat's now connected.
How do you get in your own live on TikTok?
What do you mean get in your own live?
It's not letting me. I'm on my profile on TikTok, but it's not letting me see my live, so I can like see live chats.
Oh, what are you using? Are you using TikTok Studio?
I got like a little tablet on my left. That's meant to like. I was planning on like having it connect to my TikTok so I could just see chat on the side.
I think if you go to your profile, you'll see your chat. I mean you're live. You'll see your live.
Am I streaming to a different profile or something? One sec, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that is streaming to something. This doesn't want to ignore.
How's everyone doing today? You guys all having a good day? I promise we will get to gameplay shortly. It's just trying to figure out. Well, I mean, he's trying to figure out his streaming thing.
Sorry, I am new to streaming on TikTok.
Yeah, and then we're trying to figure out the setup of the game.
So it allows me to do it on my browser, just not my tablet for some reason. Oh yeah, so it's just a little mine. Oh, it returns!
Constantly explodes, that's nice.
That's sweet. I wonder how long it lasts.
considering this one hasn't blown up at all yet. Interesting.
Well,
How many can I throw?
I'm just gonna...
They're gonna be in sync in a second.
Streaming to TikTok is weird.
Yes, it is.
Do
Seeing my
apologize.
pretties. Okay, so you can only have 5 or 4. It's gonna be interesting to figure out. What's up, Sneaktail? How you doing?
Oh, I can see your live, just not mine.
So all of these problems you're having is exactly why I use TikTok Live Studio. I can see everything.
I am using TikTok Live Studio. It's just not doing the overlay for chat over my game. And how do I get that back? How do I get that back?
You are having problems I've not run into before. Let me see. Oh, you're not gonna be able to hear me. Sorry. So if do you see the chat on the right side of your game window, your stream window on TikTok Live Studio?
Sorry?
Do you see the
If
chat?
I tab out, I can't see you. One sec.
Those just infinitely explode. That's nice.
There we go. Now I'm playing windowed and now I can see it. Alright, we cool.
Okay.
God damn it. God damn it, I say that. Okay, that should work. Jesus.
Nice.
Alright,
Okay.
we can do stuff now. Yippee!
Are you on Twitch?
Yeah, I should be live on Twitch and YouTube. I got...
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about you. Well, you can't hear me. Do. He's not going to be able to hear me until I go back into the game. We go into stream together. And then we invite him. What's up, Megumi? How you doing? We invite him. What the hell? I said we invite him. There we go. Hello, Fallen. You're new to watching anime, but you don't know what to watch? The most I can do is recommend the anime I've seen and enjoyed. And recently I watched and enjoyed Frieren. So if you like cutesy slow action animes, then that's for you. Okay.
Stop.
All right, I sent the
Okay.
stream together.
Oh, you sent the stream
You
together.
got it.
Right.
Yes, I sent the stream together. Man, this guy's tough. I have not seen.
No, this is why I wanted. This is why I wanted to do a Discord call, because if I tab out, I just can't hear you, and I don't think my chat can either.
Okay, hold on. Well, then we're gonna have to.
We can meet in game, but like, yeah.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. He's not picking up.
I think. Nope. Damn it. Here we go. Okay. Eight sets. Oh, nice. Getting them gains.
Did he just cancel the call?
I do apologize about all the technical difficulties. Oh, wait.
Pick up the call, fool.
Oh. There we go. How's this? Ah! The fuck?
Pick up the call.
How are you doing that?
V.
Oh, right.
There we go.
While in streamer mode, we can't hear Discord soft, so.
There, now you guys should be able to hear him.
Yay! And Discord is default audio on, so we can, yeah. Okay, my stuff's functioning-ish now.
Beautiful.
Gotta love the fucking, scuff.
Yep.
Alright, let's start us off in a,
What's up, cat? How you doing?
quest.
Hello, Cookie Monster. Thank you for the follow, Cookie Monster. C
Now,
for
this
cookie.
might be a little bit of a strain on my PC, but it should be good.
Mine's showing some difficulty, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. I'll definitely know by the end of it. Oh yeah, they also added a new forge thing. That's cool.
Okay. You'll have to show me what that means.
Basically it's a wave event where it lets you get a piece of blueprint for your chosen weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, and now when you reload when you have a full clip.
My character is confused.
Yeah, like, do it on the pistol.
Oh, it's a flourish. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love
Super
that.
fun.
Love a good flourish. What's up, cat? Hello, Smiley. How you doing?
But it's so good to be back in Far Far West. It's such a good game. Also, they've added a lot more new little secrets, like this fucking thing. I have no idea what it is.
Maybe it needs the voodoo thingy. Since it's purple.
Maybe.
I'm alright, Smiley. How are you? Thank you for the follow, Star.
But yeah, I did a bit of pre-stream grind to get the blueprints of my sniper. I just need 500 gold now, and I'm back to
Naughty, naughty.
Oh, come on. Can't blame me. The sniper rifle was just cool.
Hey, Zaddy, thank you for the lurk. You gonna ask your question, cat? Alright, so let's go to the objective.
Loot goblin.
What'd you call me?
No, the loot, the actual loot goblin.
Boy, we're still doing this, huh? Where they spawn directly behind me. What's up, Sven?
Get back here. Want to come get a piece of your blueprint?
Sure.
Come to me.
You are good, Smiley. I'm glad to hear that. Yay.
Could be good to you. There you go. Blueprint.
Why is it hold down to pick up? Game developers, I'm going to tell you this now. Nobody wants to hold down buttons to do shit in your game.
But where's the fun in it when you can't, like, just have it be hard because it's a fast-paced game?
No. You gotta pick things up immediately.
You have to be able to just choose the enemies and run past and pick them up quick.
Hey, I am made of cheese.
Fair.
Oh.
So that's the boss. Do we want to go to the forge? You did, like, pick... You did pick your weapon of preference, right?
Yeah. I got the revolvers.
No, I mean, like, for the blueprint. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, the dual revolvers.
My revolvers. What's up, Mousy? How you doing?
Thank you for the pad sass.
Yes, this is the same person as last time. It's my friend Caffeine.
Wait a second. Yes, I am Caffeine Beetle. I quit the caffeine and get big. I don't know.
Where are you going with this?
Somewhere, I'm sure.
I was just gonna let you keep going.
Big new skills, cause I crit caffeine. I don't know. One of my chatters is in the gym getting, like, doing sets, and I was thinking of that. That's how I made that connection.
Hey, caffeine does help in the gym. You're not far off. Okay, let's see how this does. Blow up, goddammit!
I was just... Oh, yeah, it returns. Oh, it's good for crowd control, man. Like, you can set up little defenses. I need a pat redeem? I can set that up.
Oh yeah, we still got the Western dubstep.
Oh, I love the music of this game. I've had my caffeine. Well, there's always more you can have. Is it still pre-workout if it's while you're working out?
Of course.
Technically, any pre-workout before you do anything in a gym is pre-workout. Because it's sacred before you do something, whether you're in the process of being in the gym or not. Oh, what's this? You want to shine like a glow stick, Slacker?
Nah. I like blending in.
Give me the side. From what I saw of the dev notes, there's possibly a new enemy type in the harder levels.
Ah, another necromancer?
I think it was. It's either a new enemy type or the cactus turret. Because I saw like a cactus enemy and or a turret for us.
You
So,
see.
yes.
Hi, Erica.
But yeah, this is Far Far West. If you wanted to grab it and join us, you're more than welcome to. Az is another streamer I found, and I've lurked within her chats. Well,
Oh,
lurked is the
hello.
wrong word.
Oops. Good, the acid spewing still works for the house.
Oh yeah.
$140? What's $140?
You may potentially. All good. But the cactus tart should be interesting.
Are you saying cactus tart?
Cactus turret.
Oh, turret. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, cactus tart? That sounds tasty.
Also, how did you punch again? I don't
V.
remember. Oh, V. Nice.
Oh, that's what the golden light is.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's literally golden. You gotta like pull it out around.
But then that means it's not real. Oh.
Well, is anything real? Anything in like Cowboy Far Far West?
Yes.
Oh.
What's up, Smiley?
I guess cowboy robots are real now, chat.
They're real to me. Whoops.
Okay, you do that side, I do this side. A bit over. There we go.
Oh, maybe you can get all three at once.
Lurk is wrong, bully is correct. I never bully, right, Slacker? I would never.
No, definitely not.
Innocent little fellow. I would never. Did you want explosive bullets or care package?
Give me explosive bullets.
Alright. I shall be the care package. Let's go there.
No, you don't, Smiley. Don't worry. Even though I'm not much of a yapper, I appreciate chatters that are yappers.
Oh, 100%. Makes streaming so much easier.
So do not worry. You do not have to match my energy.
Sure, not a bully at all. Exactly. See, you get it. Az gets it. She said I'm not a bully at all. There was no hint of sarcasm whatsoever.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I do have 317 subs. Thank you. Are you impressed with my 317 subs? Is that why you bring it up?
Maybe you should aim for a subathon.
It sounds like work.
True.
And also...
But what isn't fun about a subathon where your viewers get to torture you by extending the time limit and never letting you leave?
There's also me needing time to do it.
True. Very true.
Also the reason why I can't do my 12-hour stream that I owe everybody. As much as I would love to,
Yes, Jim hurts. Jim very hurt.
Who's Jim?
As Bodhi is. Fuck. We need to learn how to say her name. Az is at the gym, so
Asphodel?
Yeah, Asphodel. Delius. Delis. Asphodelis. Is that
Amadeus.
I went the wrong way. Why are you following me?
Oh, that's boss. Hey, I don't pay attention, okay?
Concerning that you put that much trust in our friendship.
Why concerning? Whoa, hey, horse, what the hell?
I don't know. Everyone says I'm a bully.
Doesn't mean I can't trust you. Just means I have to be more cautious with my trust.
There. God, it's gonna be interesting getting back into the gym myself now that I'm not like infected sick. Or like, what is it? What's the word that means you need like antibiotics? I forgot.
Infected?
Infection. Look, for some reason, probably because we're playing a game with a lot of undead, my brain linked infected to zombies, and I was like, no, that can't be right.
Patient Zero? I barely started YouTube? No, my YouTube is as old as my Twitch channel.
Both. Virus and infection. So I was a little stupid a bit back, and while I was getting sick and not realizing it, I was fucking around with candle making and and while I was boiling old candles to make new candles, like the last of old candles down to nice nuke. Did you want to do this dude's quest?
Sure.
But yeah, as I was melting down
no spiders, Smiley.
To make new candles, I leaned over the boiling pot and didn't think maybe I shouldn't breathe in the fuming wax. So I burned the back of my throat and that got infected. And I got sick. Slacker, over here.
And now you can breathe wax.
No, not quite.
Oh, you don't have flaming wax breath? Yes, that is my friend Erica.
Sadly, no. I am friend. Hi. I am of the friendly variety.
Sentient tools.
Operation tool.
Bet you will.
Ooh, gold.
Why do I keep doing that? Keep pushing E to interact instead of F.
Yeah, you can change that. Also, we gotta re-find all those church bells. I have not been able to yet.
And all of those collectibles.
Yeah. I found a few of them, but like... Oh yeah, there's the forge as well. If you want another piece of your blueprint.
Where? I don't know where you are. Oh, there you are.
I'm right in front of you.
See what happens, Smiley, when you miss school. I don't see blueprints anywhere. It's my favorite movie. It's It's called a
I'll
knight's
let you
tail.
activate it. But knights don't have tails.
They do tell tales.
I will show myself out.
Forge an item fragment. Okay. Dead men tell no tales.
I wonder if like they moved the spreading effect to other abilities. So maybe if you use an electric geyser as well, you can do
Oh,
that.
you turned my mine into a fire mine. That's cool.
Ooh. Now it's an electric mine.
Oh, these freaking bombers, dude.
Oh yeah, they hurt.
They also come out of nowhere.
Did I do that? Still use it's okay. I used to work with asbestos. Oh no. Not the funny fiberglass.
Mesothelioma. What's your favorite movie, Smiley?
I was a trainee. I hear Pirates of the Caribbean, and my nerve. Why did I struggle to read that? I heard Pirates of the Caribbean and my neurospicy brain off.
I was wondering what the hell you were doing.
My I snort. Oh, hey Grary. I can guess that's Grary just by the name.
You don't have a favorite? Why do I not believe that?
Why have one favorite when you can have multiple? I was right. It's Grary.
Also, for some reason, our chat's not
my
being shared.
brain. Oh yeah, I think I failed to do the share chat because I didn't get the knock-on effect. I think I have to have like my Twitch channel page open for that.
Ooh, Necromancer, that's an interesting first boss.
I mean, to be fair, the fucking Phoenix or whatever the fuck it was.
The Vulture?
The Vulture is so much harder now. I used to solo it just fine on like hard or whatever, but now I was like suffering against it.
Look how little damage we do to it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna have to adjust my volume.
All good. But yeah, I think they definitely upped the health, either upped the health pool of like the enemies, or made us harder. Because like, it is definitely harder to kill these bosses.
Ooh, lag. Appreciate if the mines actually hit the boss though. They just go right through.
Oh, yeah, no, because it's a floating boss. It might be able to hit something like the, maybe the Vulture when it's like landing, or the, Saloon.
No, I mean, when I say go right through it, I mean like I throw the mine at it, hoping it would like stick to it or something.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
Oh my god, switch to my fucking gun, thank you.
Oh yeah, those mines will actually help a lot with like this stuff. Like you can set them down and then keep running past them.
Can't wait to get the turret.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Erica.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Sven?
Got him.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now we extract. Does this count as an extraction shooter?
Yes. We're
That'd be
shooting
easy
and we
way
have
to-
to extract.
I suppose. No, the thing is, we only extract with like money and weapons and stuff. So technically, it doesn't, but.
Well, isn't that exactly what Tarkov is? You
well,
escape...
Tarkov you extract with like weapons, and if you die in the if you die in the field, you lose your weapons.
Your cat said hello. Hello, cat.
It is time to spread the explosion. Come on, somebody.
You're a cat. I said. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's cool.
I got supplies here. There you go. Pick up that.
Alright, thank you. Heavy drinker. Yippee. Just like in real life.
I think an hour. Yeah, you go get some rest, ass. That your muscles are gonna be killing you tomorrow.
Alright, I got the track mined. You're gonna run back and forth down it.
That's actually sick. Oh, I'm definitely. Especially now that it's harder to spread the geyser.
Alright. Successful first mission.
God damn it, I gotta move the TikTok chat down a bit. It's getting in the way. There we go. Oh no! Your car has leather seats? Oh. That's fucked. Alright.
My rental right now has leather seats. Has to sit out in the California sun all day.
Oh no. That'd be just as bad as the Australian sun. I got 500! Sniper, here I come!
It can be. I'm pretty sure the sun's a lot harsher in your neck of the woods.
Slightly.
Success.
I mean, we do have a hole in our brain, apparently. Hello? Why can I not remove this? Wait, is like... Is that locked in?
Did we get any skins for playing the beta?
I don't think so, and I don't think any of the old codes work either. How do I undo jokers?
Well, at least you can be a lady robot.
Oh, whatever.
Gerald. Sheriff.
Geraldine.
I want my pumpkin jack back. Oh yeah, hold on.
Alright, I gotta test something real quick. So, lightning strikes.
There we go. That should be a little bit better.
Does this spread the geyser, or do they... Yep, nope, they set the spreading to, combos. Okay. Dang. It's good AoE, but ow. But Drain was such a...
Oh my god.
Center part of my build.
Level 35 of the cactus is a cactus golem.
Oh, damn. Really? Bandito? Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Wallow. Everything just has an O at the end of it. That's great.
Speak Spanish. What's up, Vox? How you doing?
Alright, I'm getting the mines too.
Hug the cactus golem. I will as soon as I get it. First thing I will do is hug the cactus golem.
But yeah, we used to not be able to do the spreading of geysers with electricity, but now we can. So they removed it from the pistol and put it on the actual lightning, which is kind of good, but I will.
So
it will
the spells are synergizing, not the. Or I mean, the weapons are synergizing, not the spells.
So in the what was it? In the not open beta, but like demo, you could throw a geyser down and shoot an electric bullet and it would spread, but they removed that. And before, this wouldn't work, but now it does. So
yeah, maybe that was the intended effect then.
Yeah, probably.
What's up, Justa?
Is listening to Twitch stream in a car driving illegal?
No.
Is it? No.
Well, what country are they in?
Australia.
Oh, then I don't know.
Something is going on with my TikTok stream. Hold up.
Yeah, welcome to TikTok.
Am I still live and it's just being weird? I apparently am. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Did it say your visibility is turned down or something?
No, the entire TikTok studio was just like black. So I thought the stream died. Yeah.
Yeah, TikTok studio does that.
Alright, I got my sniper, so I'm good to go up to normal missions if you want to.
I mean, if you want. I don't have my weapon, though.
Okay, what do we want to fight? Do we want to do a re-roll? Or do we want to fight the Necromancer or the Sloon?
Oh, excuse me. I think the Necromancer for now, because the Saloon might be too difficult with where we are.
Canyon or Far West? So, default place or...
Ooh, let's do Far West.
Far West the default.
Oh, then the other one.
Canyon, okay.
Yeah. How long has it been since Fox had a bath? I don't know, you have to ask him.
I mean, technically
he goes swimming
he's a
every
fox,
once in a while.
so he'd likely just clean himself constantly.
He likes to go swimming, so if that counts as a bath, then there you go.
Hey ho.
Wow, one easy mission. I'm so good at this game.
You got this, Slacker.
Are we sure about that? Oh, it's running
possibly
DirectX 12 at the moment. I should probably change that. DirectX 12 is a little janky. Oh, we got a lot of side quest stuff and a forge thingy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll follow you wherever you want to go.
Just don't crash, Az. Whatever you do, don't look into the lights. I mean, technically you have to look at the light signals, but you know what I mean. Right? I hope so.
No crashing allowed. That is illegal.
Yeah. Crashing or crashing out.
Yeah, no, only streamers are allowed to crash out.
I mean, technically she is a streamer, so...
Oh, then never mind.
Wait, you're not picking that up?
Oh, I thought you wanted to.
I mean, you could. It's acid, too. That's neat. Oh, yeah, you know the chance wells and how it's like a chance to activate a storm and stuff?
Yeah.
So they added more, things that can happen in it, and one of them is like darkness mode, where everything goes black and you just have like a flashlight to see.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Another one is it occasionally rains meteorites, and oh, by the way, the moment I see a well, I'm gonna be rolling on it.
Let me guess, the meteorites are explosive and damage us severely.
Yes.
Don't know what
Well, I wouldn't say severely, but yes. But having some technical difficulties. 1 second.
We love those. We love technical difficulties.
There we go. Should be good. Alright.
What was made
you're
first,
already
the
on
color orange or the fruit? The fruit. The color was named after the fruit.
Yes, because oranges were orange.
I sound
Orange
like someone
was the
else? What do you mean?
Ooh.
Who do I sound like?
Celebrity sound-alike, ayo.
They owe me money.
Yeah. Copyright.
But why? What do you mean, but why? Fruit existed first. And then they had the ability to create the color. And they're like, you know what this looks like? This looks like the fruit orange. Let's call the color orange.
Yeah, because the fruit came before the definitions of each color. Ah! One thing I will miss is the fireball explosive to clear these out instantly.
Oh yeah. This oh, this is a side. Okay. I thought this was the main mission.
No, no. Oh, it's this one. Yippee! Do you know how to do this one? Yeah.
I do not.
Well, you did it right without even trying, so good job.
Wait, really?
You stand on these platforms and rotate it till the skulls are in these circles.
Hey, that happens.
So, you want to do this one? No? Okay.
What's up, Jimbo?
Yes? No?
I go for it. I don't know what to do.
Okay. See the skulls? Line up the skulls. There you go.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be a fight. Okay, never mind.
No, it's just a simple puzzle.
No such thing.
I would disagree with you.
Yeah, this is me we're talking about here.
True, you did kind of give up your brain cells.
I am not in possession of my only brain cell today.
Dang. Chat, give back his brain cell.
Put all the green batteries in at the same time.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Gotta chain them together, right?
Didn't I?
Oh, no, it's a memory game.
Oh.
Yeah, so pull the switch and the green batteries will come up. And then it'll go down and we gotta, like, remember where they are.
Oh, I do not remember where they are at all.
Well, now we gotta restart. So I got two, so you cover that side. I'll do this side.
Okay. No problem.
Go.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Ding. Ding, and... I think it was this one? No, shit.
Nope, wrong.
Hold on.
You got this, slacker. Oh, wait, there's more.
Okay, Billy Mays.
But wait, there's more.
I was off by
I got
one.
mine. Yippee!
If I could have VR. I do have VR. It's just in storage. And I don't have a room in my apartment for it. Picking up a soul grants 20% damage and reload speed for 5 seconds. You want that one?
I could do care package.
Okay.
Because, like, you need damage. Shall we go get you that blueprint?
Yes. I gave it up for a Kit Kat. It's like that one video of a mother panda where the caretakers were trying to get her to give up the baby, but she wouldn't, and so they gave her an apple, and she traded her baby for an apple. And that's me right there.
No, I kind of forgot I have a sniper rifle.
You were bragging about it this whole time.
I know, right? So weird. Yeah, TikTok chat is really struggling. Oh, well. And free souls. Yippee!
Are they free though?
Oh, I'm frozen.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm a horse.
Oh, hello. I'm back.
Yeah, we're rubber banding.
I'm back. We back. Oops.
Yeah, you are flying all over the place.
Vic drivers suck, and it's not in a good way. Oh my god. Yeah, Victoria's Victoria's a mixed bag. Give the souls. You'll be able to collect many a soul in this game. You okay, Slacker?
My HP just we're lagging, and my HP just dropped from full to nothing.
God damn.
What should you watch?
Witch Hat Altier.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Don't do that. You're okay.
I am on a cliff.
We are having a lot of technical difficulties.
Do you want me to host?
That'll be fine.
Hey, thank you for sharing the live. Sopita. Your name's Chicken Soup. Sopita de Pollo. Watch Slacker or watch Slacker?
OBS is
watch
crashed.
Slacker.
No, my OBS is crashed.
Uh-oh.
My stream.
Is your computer having a day?
It's having a day. Oh, that was stupid. Hello?
Hello.
Am I still alive? Okay, cool.
Hope I can't open the suitcase.
What is going on? Oh. Oh, OBS is fucked. Okay.
Oh, I found a grave. You wish you had a PC? Well... Wish granted. But it'll take a couple years to kick in, okay? I can mine everything because of the lag.
Okay.
Yes, a couple years. Well, that's all I can do. Sorry, I'm not the fairy godmother after all. Hey, there we go. Suitcase finally opened.
It was TikTok Studio.
Not surprised.
I had to close my TikTok stream to fucking... My god, I am not doing that again.
Just a little tip, open OBS as administrator. It'll help a lot.
That would probably be smart.
But is Foxy... Is Foxy what?
Alright, am I back alive is the question.
You're still alive?
No, I mean like on Twitch.
Oh yeah, it's Foxy's a wanted criminal.
Oh, looks like it. Alright. So I don't think I'm going to be streaming to TikTok.
Oh. Yeah, TikTok Studio is a bit resource intensive. If you get the approval for it, I'd recommend going with Restream to do TikTok.
Host from America for this game? Okay, weird.
You want me to host?
No. That's fine. You can start the geyser if you want. Or the forge? Dang. But yeah, I think I'll just stream to YouTube and Twitch, because it's just like already set up and functioning.
Fair enough.
Thank you for the assistance, Ass. Oh damn. Consumer grants. But reloading now wastes ammo. Sure. I just wasted ammo.
Oh, I hate that one.
Picks up a item that says reloading with a full clip now wastes ammo. Immediately proceeds to reload with a full clip.
Hey, you gotta check and make sure it actually works.
For some... I need to fucking say what I'm trying to say before I goddamn laugh. The fucking squeaks of the cactuses, it kind of sounds like a fucking meme I saw. Where it's just like fucking... it's hard to explain. Oh, fuck it. I'm just stupid. It's in my head and it's funny. That's all I know.
It's okay. I'll pretend I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's a good meme.
Don't patronize me. It's the fucking one where the cat's like knocked out cold, but like constantly squeaking, and it's like vet med kind of stuff. I don't know.
Otto.
Why are memes so hard to explain if people don't know what they are?
Because most of the time memes take a lot of cultural nuance. What's up?
Yeah. Oh shit. This could be easy. Answer 15 questions correctly and you'll pass the test if you got no time to waste.
A harmless tumbleweed rolls across your path. What do you do? I let it roll by.
Yeah.
What?
Wrong. Horses love stomping innocent tumbleweeds.
How am I supposed to know that? You arrive at an intersection at the same time as another rider. Who has the right of way?
2 speakers and big screen. Nice.
The rider on the right goes first? Is it the driver? Wait, no, these are silly answers, right? So
if
C?
it follows Australian law, then whoever has the biggest caliber would be the funny answer.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's silly. Yep, it's silly answers.
C.
A fiery tornado blocks your path. What do you do? Stop and shoot it.
Stop and shoot at it. Nope. It's a
go
tornado.
around
Just
it?
Wow. Rude.
Yeah.
Come across a post with ghostly skull. What does it mean? Cryptids ahead. Better start shooting. What do you
You've
do?
accidentally triggered a storm with your horse.
I deal with my teammates' judgment first.
I blame my horse.
Sure. You pick this one.
Ah.
Rushing into action.
I guess that answer wasn't funny enough. You arrive at the Tired Horse Saloon. Time to park. Tie my horse nice and tight so it won't wander off. I don't tie my horse. I trust it. It won't go anywhere without me. You and your horse have a special bond. So it was the last one. There's been a horse accident on the road. What's the first thing I should do? A. It's gotta be A. Yeah. You've been riding for a while and your horse is running low on energy. What do you give it?
The souls you just off your end.
Yeah. Convoy is moving slowly and blocking the road. Are you allowed to lane split with your horse? Immediate pistol duel. I'm a fearless cowboy. Yeah, I was about to. A cow stops you and asks for your mount's papers. What do you do? A cow?
A cow? Question mark.
A cow? Seriously? Which of these road users am I legally allowed to run over? My friends, cryptics and marauders.
I don't know.
A gold prospector crouching in the middle of the road with his tools. Tumbleweeds, since they don't have the right of way. Gotta run over parties first. A bandit tries to horsejack you at a crossroads. What does the code say?
Sure, it doesn't cover horsejacking. It's a duel.
Your mount's reverse sensor isn't working. How do you make sure you back up safely? A real cowboy never backs up.
A real cowboy.
A reckless rider passes you on the right. What do you do? Shoot at him?
Shoot him.
What?
Has no ego. He knows his worth. Wow.
How do you make sure you're on the right path?
What path? Oh, what was that answer?
I don't follow paths. I make them. A man in striped clothes with a ball and chain calls out to you from the roadside.
People? Nice. Appreciated.
There's a bounty on his head. That's what I would do.
Well, there we go.
Wearing a seatbelt is mandatory while riding. How do you strap in? Tie myself down with my own lasso. Squeeze my legs until the horse can't breathe. As long as my hat stays on, nothing else really matters.
I stand on the horse's back.
Chirk. I think it's C.
Hello. See? Hey.
Night falls and you can't see a thing. What do you do?
Hello, Archangel. I stop and go to sleep.
D?
I shoot in the air every 5 seconds to light the way, keep moving.
Sounds like what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ride into town. When are you exceptionally allowed to honk? Because you feel like it?
Yeah.
1 in 5 horse accidents is caused by booze. What does that tell you? 4 out of 5 accidents are caused by sober hunters. What's up, CHFF? What's up, Stormboy? Thank you for the follow. How do you brake on your robot horse?
I jump off the saddle with style.
Yeah. You're about to pass a cryptic grunt. Where are a cryptic's blind spots? Why bother? I blow it up.
Correct.
Harmless tumbleweed rolls across your path. What do you do? Oh, it was D,
spurred
right?
my horse and write it down.
Yay!
Yay!
We're licensed.
Took you long enough. I mean, you're not wrong, but ow.
Jerk. Now give me my license.
You may want to turn your friend down. Oh, yep. Appreciated for the heads up.
Turn me down? The guy who barely
you're
talks?
Noisy boy. You're noisy, lad. Gotta quiet down.
Alright, I'll stop talking.
Yeah. It's not the quality of the words said, Slacker, it's the volume. Don't worry, I quieted you, so you don't have to stop talking.
What if I just talk at a low mumble?
Well, it was a technical difficulty, not a physical. Sure, buddy. Pat pat. I need to parkour better. Parkour! Nice. This one. Boink, 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 boink.
You should take him to the doctor, Justa. That sounds like a serious health concern. Mac and cheese lung ain't nothing to laugh at. Bye, Sven. Oh my goodness, why am I lagging?
Very well, mortal. I'm a cowboy, baby.
On a steel horse I ride.
Slacker,
Ride all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy. Welcome back, Smiley. Oh yeah, these mines are kick-ass.
There's.
I don't even have to turn around. You got random motivation? Alright, don't let it slip. Yes.
This is where you let it slip.
You can do it, Smiley. I believe in you.
There we go. Now we can head to the boss.
Let's go.
Eebee! Eebee!
Well, what did you do to deserve to get bitten?
Eating a chicken nugget the wrong way.
Chick nugget?
Yep.
God. Well, the horse unmounting itself is still a thing, I see.
Yep. Big boom. Big boom.
That was fun. Oh, hello, Blue Goblin.
Oh, Luke Goblin. Where?
I'm chasing him.
I'm on my
And
way.
he's way faster than...
Yeah, they made him speedier.
Shit, where'd he go?
Did he go?
Oh, there he is. Ain't getting away from me.
Get him. Get him. Ow. Back here.
Where'd he go?
I'm missing every shot. This way. There we go. Once. Get back here.
Oh my freaking god.
Ow.
Sorry, you keep like randomly appearing in front of me. Yay, there we go.
I wonder if the extra blueprints go to something. Like if you've already got all the blueprints for your weapon and such.
Are you not hunting a different weapon?
No, I forgot to change it.
So disappointed.
Ooh, nom? What you got to eat? Why ain't you share? What is it you consume? Who else were we playing this with last time that just spent the entire time just putting dynamite all over the boss arena? Your soul and shippies? How'd you get access to my soul? Hold up. Wait a second. Legal.
Good question. Who else did we play this with?
Yeah, I remember playing. I think it was one of the random people I met on the Far West Discord.
Right, the person who is really good at the game.
I don't think he was overly good at the game, but yes. I just fucking. Oh, nuke, nuke. I missed. There we go.
I arrived just in time to get nuked. Ow.
Yes. You followed me, so you handed. Oh, damn it! I didn't read the. I didn't read the text at the bottom. Dang. I got.
There should be like Fallout 76.
Ready for the ready?
Yeah. If you activate a nuke, it like spawns a different creature or something.
A biome? Oh yeah. Hey, buddy.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna throw. Oops, I don't want my horse. I'm just gonna throw mines down to get rid of ads.
Gotta love when you're so deep into the game that you start leaning in real life.
Right.
Aim for the head. Why am I struggling to aim? I used to be so good at this. What happened?
All that rust built up.
I know, right? It's not my fault. They closed the game. Move.
Oops.
Get shot in the face. Oh shit. Ooh. Ah. I'm pretty sure they sped up that, like, the speed of those walls.
Seems like it.
I used to be able to outrun them, but now I'm just getting raffle stomped by them.
Yeah, I think that's my final blueprint. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Let's get to extract.
Vanilla extract? Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
How did you know I was baking?
Thank God there's no fall damage.
I'm gonna have so many points once you have more redeems. I mean, there are redeems there. I just gotta figure out what they are. And technically, there is a 2,000 point make your own redeem.
I'm in the same boat. People got way more points than I have redeems.
I will get Pats. Okay. I'll be sure to make a Pat redeem. I play smart
Damn
when
it.
you play dumb and silly. Let's go. I'm at location. Setting up the minefield.
If you see Foxy out in the wild, he's doing a mission for me, so don't mess with him.
That is the best moment to mess with him.
He will kill you.
Probably.
What's up, Choso? How you doing?
Oh damn, what's this? Battle Mage. I don't mind that. Hello?
Okay, finally. Alright, I'm here.
Just setting up a line of just mines.
Oh yeah. Way to do it. Just wait till we get the turret.
In the center.
Are we gonna call the train?
Oh yeah, probably a good idea, eh? You know, just like smart thing to do. Ah.
Oh yeah. If it weren't for these shooter skeletons, I'd say all we gotta do is stand at one end and let them run through all of our bombs.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Don't
That
you
was
like
cool.
the fireworks?
I gotta turn off the screen shake though. That's too intense. If you do that, Justa, he's just gonna give it right back. He's gonna be like, I don't know what to do with this. He's gonna give it back to you. What's up, Matt? How you doing?
Pat. Pat the mat. I don't know.
Hola, Camille. How are you? ¿Cómo estás?
Put the bracket down?
Yes.
Indeed. I love that. I love that combo.
Muy bien también. Muchas gracias. Oh, hello, train.
Choo-choo's here.
Just like ran right into me.
That's why you gotta pay attention, boy.
I can't afford to pay attention.
Not enough attention points?
Nope.
Dang. Cactuses, half level.
You made a drawing. Oh, did you put it on the Discord?
Slurp. Let's go. Alright. It's level 2. How much gold I got? Not a lot.
Or did you put it on your TikTok? Alright, let's see. Now I should be able to unlock these, right? Hell yeah. Okay, now I'm going to... Should I get the lever action or should I get the shotgun? I think I'm gonna get the lever.
I need to change my blueprints too.
Yeah, man. ¿Dónde? Where did you put it? Into TikTok or? Still have none of my spells leveled up. I remember they were leveling up fast in the beta.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm...
But that's because we were playing at a higher difficulty.
That's true.
Yeah, we've been doing easy, bud.
Ammo bag. Oh, that's good. Oh, I need more gold. In TikTok. Okay, okay.
Oh, that's how you remove it. Okay. Alright. I need... Move speed when reloading. Lost.
Okay, I will
grants.
take a look and see if I can find it.
There we go.
Hello, horse.
Once.
Do electric horses dream of electric hay? English or Spanish? Well, my primary language is English. And I'm kind of a very beginner in Spanish.
Do electric sheep dream of do sheep dream of androids electric music?
Siri, play sheep electric. Do androids dream of sheep?
Yes. You wanna do the vulture?
God, the train. Sure, we can do the vulture.
Normal difficulty, let's go.
Sure. Why not?
Yippee! Suffering! And we get to test out the mines.
Endless suffering.
Yes. Oh yeah, I also got your little reactive down there. I didn't notice that.
Oh crap, I forgot to turn that
really
on.
Cute. That's fine. I don't have an official one yet, so it's kind of just my old emote.
Hello, Hannah. You were waiting for me to turn on my live? Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you were waiting. But here I am.
And I will wait for you.
Jesus.
What? Ain't it great? Ain't it just great?
Millennial music.
Suffer. Oh, hey, what's this over here? It's another one of those markings.
Do you have the voodoo spell?
No, I don't.
Oh wait, it has a different one this time.
Yeah, it has 3 dots under it. Well, we are in the canyon map, so it's a different place. Do we have to go to each map, each like location, and activate them in order?
You are probably onto something.
I know. Oh, I
forgot
missed the days when a headshot could actually kill.
I forgot that the Revolvers also act as grenades.
Oh yeah.
That is a wonderful addition.
Revelation.
It sounds like it. I do not like it. Also, hi Rexy.
What don't you like?
That music. What's up, Mac? How you doing, bud?
Millennial music.
Yes, what you were singing.
How rude.
Boy, the ads just don't wait anymore, do they?
No, they just don't care.
We'll be right back. Okay.
This one. Let's go.
It sounds like it. Whether or not it is from that era, it sounds like it. And all millennial music is garbage.
Wow.
Don't at me.
I mean, technically, there's an at in my title.
That's me adding you.
Yeah, but I did the same, bruh.
God damn you.
So I did add you. It accented.
Welcome back from the ad break.
Shoes.
If you hate
Magic
ads,
friendship.
consider a
Oh
sub or
boy.
using your Twitch Prime.
I mean, it's okay for you to have your opinions. I won't fault you for having opinions.
Don't worry, he'll just grind it through his teeth more next time.
Do you want the magic friendship card?
Nah, you don't need it more. You need healing more than me. Ooh, that was a risky jump. I did it though.
Well, I didn't make
Care
it.
package.
Welcome back, Mac. God damn canyon.
Cows, get back in the ranch. Ooh. Get in the ranch.
What's up, Colt?
My gold. What's this? Which one of these do you want?
Ooh, is that a purple?
I don't mind. Yeah, it's passive healing after you get hit. Or you can jump around and do more damage.
Are you gonna take any of these?
You pick. I don't mind. I'll take whatever's left.
Okay. I'll take the healing one.
Gotcha.
What you been up to, Mac? Other than ads.
Them shows crash test.
Oh yay, more license tests. Oh wait, he's taking us somewhere else.
Oh.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I don't know what I'm ready for. Oh.
You gotta. It's a race. Oh.
Got home, napped, and now you're here? Heck yeah. Whoa, hi there.
Oh damn, I think we have to go across the entire map.
We'll be fine. all this just to get a horse riding license. Welcome back, Camille.
Best rider in the West. The far, far West. Nuke.
How far exactly are we?
Oh, dang it.
Oop.
At least it's, you're able to get off your mount if you, like, slip up and you don't have to restart.
Can you imagine? But here, go
No
through these
slacker.
90 rings.
Yeah.
No slack or what? What did I do?
You're ahead of me. Ah, shit.
Oh. I should
Dang
warn
it.
you, I'm pretty good at racing games.
No. It's not fair.
Back in my GTA 5 days,
In my day.
I was pretty formidable when it came to
Okay,
racing.
Grandpa.
It's GTA 5.
I know, I'm just being an asshole. Don't worry.
How dare you? Wait. Oi. Ride like the wind, bullseye. Again, I think I said this in the beginning when we first start. We're missing 14 rings. What?
I think I am.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, it's
yeah.
counting all of our rings. Okay.
Yeah. So you just kind of gotta wait for my bad app.
Okay.
I'll get there eventually. I swear.
Like I said when we first played this, I can't wait to see what they do for Halloween, because this game has a lot of Halloween
yeah.
potential.
Definitely.
Not so much Christmas, but definitely Halloween.
I wonder what they're gonna do with the Crypt Keeper guy, like the guy in the sky that's just constantly taunting us. Like, is he gonna be like a final boss or something?
Like a, not Diablo. What's that game? Destiny. Like a Destiny 2. Hello, Colt. A Destiny 2 style, like, big boss.
Final boss.
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm almost there.
You are. 2 more. You can do it. I just finished doing my taxes, so.
There we go.
Terrible riding. What? Dude, I could ride circles around you. Otto.
I think it was referring to
literally
me.
did. Oh. Well, I took that insult for the both of us. Bye, Colt.
Fair enough. Fair English.
I have
Sorry, it's
rejection
my first
sensitivity.
Ah.
Ooh, there's a grave up there.
I already got that one. B.
Buddy. Okay, whatever. Do it that way.
Solos.
Do we want to do
Lures,
the
lures.
question mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought we could do this first since it was just here anyway, and it's not like we have to rush to the boss.
Okie dokie. I hope Rexy knows I was just kidding, by the way.
enemies. Wink.
52 enemies. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, friend. He's not your friend, guy.
He's not your guy, pal.
He's not your pal, friend. He's not your friend, buddy.
I will get strong enough. Time to spice this up.
He done did me a heckin' lag.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh, loot goblin. God damn, he's fast. Whatever. If you can get him, I'll take care of the objective.
Alright. Got him.
Nice.
Oh, damn, what's this? Extra jump. Don't mind if I do. Fragment, blueprint over here.
Nicely done, buddy.
Thank you kindly. Alright, let's go. Gotta do this twice.
Alright, I love it. Welcome back, Vox. Oh, and we gotta play jump rope.
Yeah, basically.
Excuse you. Please get bombed. God, there's too many things on the screen right now. My computer's like, are we serious right now, bro?
I think that's more because you're like streaming to 3 platforms, my dude.
Well, last time when we played this game, it wasn't a problem.
Yeah, true. Did you lower your settings?
I did now. I had to.
Oh.
But when we first played, it was no big deal. It is a Unity game, so there's probably some optimization I can do in the ini file.
Probably.
Who in Genshin Impact should you be? I do not know any Genshin Impact characters, I'm sorry. I know, like, Flea and Hu Tao, and that's about it. I only know them because they're everywhere at anime conventions.
You should be the traveler.
Yeah, that person, whoever that is.
Like the default guy.
So speaking of gacha games, I should probably get back into Wuthering Waves and Zenless again. I've left those to the sideline too long.
Fair.
When I first played Wuthering Waves, I streamed all the content that was out, so that's when I stopped. And now there's like a billion new things that came out, so I could probably get back into that.
Might be an idea.
It might be. And there's a bunch of stuff that came out for Zenless Zone Zero too, so I can play gacha games. Although I'm broke like a joke, so don't expect any like whole streams.
Let's see what we got. Healthy boy or bouncing ball? You want healthy boy?
When at full HP, gain 20%. Sure, why not? I'm almost never above 20% HP though.
Boss time! Honkai Star Rail is fun and it's also a gacha game. Yeah. I prefer Limbus for my gacha games. Limbus Company.
I tried Honkai Star Rail. I'm trash at the strategy games, the turn-based games. I'm
fair.
terrible at them. So while the game is fun and I like the story, I'm just, yeah, I could never get into like the high level fighting in that game. What's up, Hello Kitty? Game looks awesome. It is awesome. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, it is.
It just came out today. I guess I'm just gonna face tank those hits. Run and reload? Sure, why not?
But yeah, they have definitely made us like weaker in the early game. Hey, thank you for the follow, Cairo.
Tell you 10 words you know in Spanish.
Hola.
10 palabras.
Uno, dos, tres. Yes, I am basic bitch. Hello.
Can't do it
Was
on the
my
spot.
Raja watching? Hey, thank you for the follow, Ark.
Okay.
You ready? Oh, wait.
Okay. I just got launched off the cliff.
Oh my god. Alright. Time to take revenge for ending my first one, like my third run.
Por favor, déjame en paz.
You will not end another one of my runs, ya spooky bitch. No, you don't. Stop it. Stop it. It hurts. Ugh.
Odd. Get blown up. Come on. Come over here. Get blown up. Dude, the shield guy just won't die. There we go.
Wait, can we not... Oh yeah, we can put mines underneath him, so that when he does that, like, he gets blown up.
Ah. Get wrecked, loser. Oh, Jesus. I looked away for 1 second. And I'm out of ammo.
I can drop ammo around.
It's alright, I got it. Oh.
Yeah, I just threw 2 ammo crates down, so have fun with that. Wait, what was that? Did that just chain off the bombs?
What? What did?
I think my lightning strikes chained off the bombs and like did a star pattern.
He's beginning to believe. Oh yeah, the mines are fucking him up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, every time he landed, it took a chunk of health.
Nice. Get down,
Yeah.
yes!
Eat the shit.
We did it. Fucking mine sounds.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh no.
Sounds like a Tomodachi character.
You and Tamagotchi. God damn.
It's a fun game. What is that word? Otorrinolaringolo? Otorrinolaringolo. What is that word? ¿Qué es esto?
Paso? ¿Qué paso?
Okay, I'm trying to get up there, but I am.
I almost got. Ugh.
I'm gonna get God if I can't get it. My mount is currently disabled. Beautiful. If I was able to pronounce it. Oh, is that a bad word? Palabra maldita.
They almost stole my booty.
Not your booty.
My booty will not be stolen. Ah! I gotta drink more. Throw down more vines.
No point in picking up a card now, but I did it anyways.
Good job.
Oh my god. Frames.
Definitely not my fault. 100% would never.
It's whenever you do the tornado skill and it like spawns 30 of them.
I know.
I mean, it's damn strong, but it's also killing my frames. That's how strong it is.
Sorry, my dude.
Ah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna make you stop using an entire skill.
Whole lot more.
Oh yeah, that's a shitload of XP.
Yeah, a whole lot more by just going up a difficulty level.
My left never made,
Baby.
or I don't know what the other word is.
Huh?
A tongue twister in Spanish. Tres tristes tigres comen trigo en un trigal. Tres tristes tigres comen trigo en un trigal. That's a good tongue twister.
6 more.
Does it show you how many track? Oh, I am tracking it, but how many do I have?
You gotta come over and click on the weapon.
Oh, I got 2.
Lol.
You got a black shirt, black like your soul. Oh my gosh, that's so emo. Head like a hole, black like your soul. I'd rather die than give you control. So I'm on level 2, but level 2 don't mean shit.
Yeah, no.
2 more levels and we get the turret. Oh wait, what about my acid spell? What do I get? Oh, the geyser. Oh, you already have the geyser. You have to get the geyser. It's got the geyser.
I don't know what you mean. I'm just an innocent little guy.
Oh my god. I'm gaining more levels than I am gold, so I can't level up my character. Boy. You know what? I'll do like one or two things. Hold on.
Why go around getting those, yeah. Brain. I definitely brained there.
It's okay. No judgment here, buddy.
15% damage increase.
And the souls are for gambling, right?
Souls are for getting, jokers.
From the gambler, right? The
No,
random.
you can buy them as well.
From where?
Souls.
Here?
From where I am, yeah.
I didn't know you could buy them outright.
You can. But you can only buy the ones that you are of a level with. So I kind of want to do damage for those three. Brainherd souls, yes. I have 841 souls.
30% move speed while reloading.
I'm gonna gamble for a card. See if I get a rare one. Soul Siphon.
I think me too.
Medicard. Interesting.
Oh, I got 20 gold. That ain't gonna happen.
Well,
La pícara pájara pica en la típica jícara en la típica jícara pica la paja pica. There's no way I could say that fast. It's funny when it translates it though in TikTok. The mischievous itchy bird and the typical char and the typical itchy chair, the itchy straw. Alright. Oh boy, let's gamble. Pig shot, of course.
I did want to check to see what the... Oh yeah, that's cool. Slacker, have a look at this.
Let's see.
So you see the mine over there?
Yes. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that from... Here, let me see. Mine's electric, too.
That's comboing abilities. That's from the lightning strikes ability.
Neato. Okay. Very good at tongue twisters. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to test.
That's
okay.
Nice, though. Having those explode over and over again like that.
Okay, so not every ability combos, but like, yeah. The mine and the lightning strikes combo and the geyser and the lightning strikes combo. So, that's pretty good.
Well, let's see if we can synergize.
I wonder what else, like, combos with the mines. Maybe fire beams? Let's see.
Is that how you say tongue twisters? Trabalenguas? Interesting.
Alright.
Is this clock accurate?
So there's the fire tornado.
Yeah, I remember at the towards the end of the beta. Remember when we were just summoning nothing but fire tornadoes? Oh man, good times.
I was doing my lightning gun geyser combo, and you were just making tornadoes off of my fucking geysers. Yeah.
We were like a bunch of like 10th level wizards just creating all kinds of crazy ass.
Do you not have fire thing yet?
What do you mean, like a spell?
The fire tower thing that makes the tornado, or have you not been using fire?
Excuse me, I have not been using fire. I've been using acid and cactus.
Okay. Fair enough. Another normal mission?
Let's do it.
Alright. Do we want to do desert with the trainer or the necromancer? We haven't been there before.
Sure.
Alright.
I think we're doing pretty well with these normal ones. Let's just
Yeah.
not do what we did last time where we did a hard one when we were way unprepared.
I was prepared. You were just behind.
Well, considering we both got steamrolled.
Okay. To be fair. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And we got a friend right next to base.
Yum yum.
Yum 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 yum.
Is that the Spanish way to say nom nom? Yum yum.
Yan 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 yan. She happy yan. What is this? Hello? Oh, it's a bounce pad. Oh yeah, let's go say hello to the quest giver. I almost forgot. I forgot.
How nice of the skeleton to wait for me to be done.
Hey, buddy.
Yum yum.
A flying
Yomi nomi.
spy. Oh, fighting spy.
Spy versus spy.
Indeed.
One quest of this quest line permission. Oh, you already got this guy's thing. Okay.
Yeah, I already got the quest to do.
Curse you, caffeine. Got way
You
ahead of me. Was that the Macross Frontier song you were singing?
Huh?
Song you were just singing? Nyan 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 ni hao
Oh.
nyan.
I
Oh,
don't know where it's
Chasi,
from. I just know the meme.
Tekerucha. Yeah, Macross Frontier.
Oh, fair.
A weird anime, but kind of cool. It's like a space anime.
Fair.
Back when
I'm going the wrong way.
back when Crunchyroll was a anime pirating site, that's where I saw it.
Ah, fair.
Which is ironic considering Crunchyroll's new stance is that they're going to be fighting anime piracy,
Oh yeah.
and it's like, you idiots, you
You don't remember who you were.
remember the old days. You have
But
forgotten.
that's capitalism for it.
Right.
It's just literally just like, oh yeah, we started off as anti-thing, but we got bought out, so now we're for the thing.
They have forgotten the faces of their fathers.
Yeah.
It makes you laugh how the skeletons run. Yeah, they're little dorks.
So what were we meant to do here?
Quest.
So guys. He
Pick
was
up.
so politely waiting for his death.
Like the in what the fuck is that game called? Helldivers. There was this funny glitch one time where sometimes the robots would just wait patiently at their spawn
Yeah.
area. So you could just rush in and kill them all and they would do nothing. It was just like, oh,
Fair.
they're so polite.
You little rascal. I'm starting to get back in my groove.
Oh yeah, we'll get this. Alright, Vox. And what we gotta do, though, is we gotta bring other people into this game.
Oh, yeah.
We must spread the gospel.
It's possible that as Fodilas, fuck, might get the game.
Nice.
I don't know if anyone else would. We could probably drag Ginger into this. I know he'd love it.
You just gotta get him to stop working so much.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that he, like, missed out on the demo.
Yeah.
If you can say my name correctly, I will. In that case, can you confirm that I'm saying it at least somewhat right? Question mark? Am I getting close?
I just keep hearing you saying Asmodeus, and I'm confused.
What? I'm trying.
Any word in Spanish that I like? I don't know. If I say it, it'll make people blush.
Asphodelus. Alright. Understood.
I am the danger. I am the one who knocks. Okay, Cactus. Pa is too beta, slacking under that rock arch. Fuck?
I am a goober, and I will proceed to be a goober until the
I'm
end
a
of my
goofy
days.
goober.
Not that kind of goober.
What is this? Pick it up. It starts talking to you.
It's probably... Pa is too beta, slacking under the rock arch. Oh, we gotta take it to the Pa. So there's it's a what do you call it? Type quest.
Cactus has a daddy?
Yeah, we gotta take it to its Pa, basically. So there is a slacking under the arch.
I just realized that the skeletons have hooves.
They do?
Yeah. They're like demon skeletons.
Oh. Weird.
Is there a word in English that you like, Camille?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's not a...
Technically.
I had a Japanese friend who her favorite word was fuck. And she used that in like every sentence.
I mean, like, hey, it's a good word.
She told me it's because they don't have words that are that aggressive.
Ah. So we gotta find the cactus under the rock arch.
Ooh, what is that purple light I see? Wait, I found it. Over here.
Oh, got it.
Hello, Father Cactus. Mama lost baby. Baby lost mama. Baby loves bones. Baby is where Big Bones is. Clanker, bring baby back. Clanker?
This is not my child. We look nothing alike.
Wait, is that... Are you serious?
There's a different cactus.
Great.
Yeah, so that's mama cactus.
Oh yeah, well all cactuses
Papa
look the same to me.
Ooh.
You call me a clanker? There's a word in English that you like, but it's a bad word? Oh, hit me with it. Come on.
Hit me with your best shot.
Dime, dime. I want to hear it. Weak link. Weak spots do 35, but regular hit. I was reading that, you jerk. Regular hits do 35% less. Ah, no thanks.
Just try and find the rock arch.
There are a lot of rock arches. I'm seeing
Yeah.
patterns everywhere, man.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Well, at least... Wait, hold on. Is this the dad? Oh no,
How do
you
you
dropped the
find-
baby. You dropped the baby.
Yeah, I said I looked for the arch, so and I was constantly dying to enemies, so I just put him down for a bit. There's a marker on him, so it's fine.
You like to say "oh shit"? Oh, that's barely a bad
That's
word.
mild.
We're allowed to say
Yeah.
shit on television here in America now, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, a grave.
Nice. The rock arch. Oh. Oh, found him.
Hopefully.
You got the cactus?
Yes.
Alright, over here.
Thank you for running him over.
No worries.
Father Cactus, where are you?
Over here. The stone arch is here.
There he is. You got your child. Binga, you're back. Good. Now remember, eye contact, firm stance, no mercy, no excuses. 6 cactus families?
family.
Holy shoot.
Oh no. We gotta reunite 6 cactuses? Oh, check DM.
Maybe it's 1 per mission, just like with the other stuff.
I doubt it, since we were able to talk to the mother.
Well, that's what I mean, like 1 baby per mission.
Oh, probably. They like doing that. He is adorable. Thank you very much.
They're like, yeah, you are going to play the entirety of our game. You can't beat everything
You
in
will
one run.
play 100 runs to get everything. Oh. Nope, found another cactus.
Oh, okay, cool.
Pot talks in poems all day, pounds in my damn head. I ran for hush fast before I wish I was dead. Well, that's rhymey. Pod near the pyramid to Brero's below, trying in vain to light his own flame faded glow. Okay, so we gotta find a pyramid. And he's
Cool.
under the pyramid.
Tutankhamun?
It's a big map.
Can you give us, like, a hint?
Find pyramid is hint.
What do I think of Sony's new DRM method? What is it? Did they finally drop de novo? Did they realize that de novo sucks and no game can be safe behind it because it gets cracked instantly? You found your cell phone charger. Oh. That's good.
This kind of looks like a pyramid. Oh, found another cactus child. Oh yeah! Oh damn, that's it. That's the good stuff. Crunchy Dusty with a little sunbaked kick. Oh baby, this rock is the champion. I ditched Papa near the bridge over the river just to taste that rock first. He must be so mad right now.
Is that a Goron?
I have no idea. I'm gonna keep looking for the pyramid, but there's the other cactus child. Oh, well, we found... You're back at last. I tracked your nonsense through the dust. Bolt out again and I'll rhyme until you disgust. Delightful.
Well, hey, at least it marks them on the map when we find them.
Oh yeah, the graphics of this game is brilliant.
It's not what I said.
I'm sorry, I was talking to my chat. But yeah, like, yeah, fucking is super helpful. Because we could just leave them there if we want to, like, go search for their parents without them. But this one mentioned that they ditched them by the, what was it? By the bridge?
And there's like 30 bridges.
Yeah, let's see. I ditched Papa near the bridge over the river just to taste the rock first. So the bridge over the river. Okay, there's only one large river, so we should be able to track that pretty easily. Oh, you can't hear the game? That's strange.
Caffeine.
One sec. I am a brilliant streamer. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, we're lagging again.
Because I alt-tapped. My bad.
That's insane that that would be a reason.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Our internet connection checking every 30 days. Well, I mean, that's nothing new. Steam does that too.
Why is my audio?
Like, you can play your Steam games offline if they are single-player games, but after, I think, like 30 days or so, Steam requires that you go online to check for updates and stuff. So, that's nothing new. Even story mode games. So, is what you're saying that, like, they're forcing you to purchase PlayStation Online? I mean, that's bogus, if so. But I mean, the, like, to check for updates and stuff, that doesn't... Oh, you're dead. That doesn't require, PlayStation, like, Plus or whatever. That just requires that you plug your, PlayStation in. Welcome back, Vox.
Wait, what the...
While, yes, annoying.
Alright, let me know if you can hear the game now, Raz.
He's gonna be all like, say my name, say my full name correctly, and then I'll acknowledge it.
Then I will let you know. Speak my name, peasant. You can hear now? Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Hello, Kai.
Oh, there goes Nuke.
Yes.
So this is the river.
Oh,
So
hey,
we
thank you for
just
the
gotta-
follow. We just hit our 270 follower goal. Yay!
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much to whoever did that, because I missed the name because it's blocked. But thank you.
Rude.
I appreciate that.
Look at Slacker out here, not doing a proper streamer job and thanking his
I
followers.
have
Tis.
follows set to anonymous, okay?
I know, I'm just being an asshole. Pat pat.
Get off my case, boy.
I'll try. No promises, though.
Oh my god, I am going to die.
Me too.
Everything's like rubber banding, and I can't pick up healing.
As sniper. That was as.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, very kind of you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Hello Kitty. I'm glad you like it.
So is everything still rubber banding? Oh, I'm echoing now? Oh, right,
thank you, Vox.
You're on their screen. Right.
If that is about me, then thank you. That's very kind of you.
That's weird. There's no bridge.
No, you just need internet for story mode games. You can't play games offline anymore. Well, like I said, to play devil's advocate, that's not a new thing. There's plenty of platforms that require that people tolerate. Like I said, Steam does that. You know, you got to go online first in order for Steam to, like, you know, connect to the servers and register and all that stuff. Okay, cool. Those guys came out of nowhere. But it is annoying, and it is terrible insofar that, like, you know, not everybody has internet. So it's I'm not defending it and saying like it has to be that way. I'm just saying that other platforms get a pass for it.
Wait, what the? Oh my god. Wait. Oh, those are fucking travel holes. Okay, gotcha.
You said hole.
Shut up. Dang it. Am I echoing because, like, is my stream echoing, or is,
Am I loud again? Is that what's up?
I don't know. It shouldn't be...
Load with a nitro. Nitro gliss... Oh, over here. Okay.
You and friend. That's strange.
I'm echoing too?
Happening?
Oh,
Yeah.
do you still have voice chat on in game?
No. I don't.
We got mine off.
Huh.
Because the only reason that would be
that?
happening is if we both had voice chat on in game and in Discord.
Alright, how about now? How's it now? I have a theory of what it was, and I think I just fixed it. Did I, in fact, fix the problem?
He did not, in fact, fix the problem.
God damn it. I'm going to cry.
Hypervisor
what bridge?
bypass.
Where the bridge?
That sounds like virtual machine stuff.
What it?
Are you
Not
trying to
carrying
set up a
around
virtual
the-
machine? Or are you trying to do something with Windows 11?
Yo, Az, are we still echoing? I hope not. Still echoes, but I just... Screens or things ain't also working.
Whoa, they just... Okay.
Why am I echoing?
The sewer slide skeletons bypass the mines.
Oh. That's not Doesn't make sense.
No, it's not me, Ant-Man. It's on his end. Do you have multiple sound sources on for the game by accident?
The only thing I can think of it being is the game audio for some reason. Maybe try it now? Like, you won't be able to hear the game currently, I imagine, but... Oh, Luke Goblin. But it's you, your friend, and game. Okay. That's strange. So everything is echoing.
Double D screaming it? Oh, it's the turret skeleton. That's why you're hearing the double D scream.
Oh, it's fixed? What about now? Just let me know if I'm echoing currently, because I think I fixed it, but I just want to confirm.
Holy cow,
Actually, I
what
could
are
just hit myself.
what were we shooting with such vigor?
Nitroglycerin.
New crack method for de novo games? Oh no, I don't know anything about that. I just know that people way smarter than me are the ones that know how to crack de novo.
Have fun on Repo though, Az.
Repo?
Oh, it's the Yeah.
We gotta do a
Az
repo
is
stream
gonna
one of these
go-
days.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hi Zaddy.
Yeah, Az is just going to play Repo with a few friends. So.
Well, have fun on repo. Oh boy, we're playing this game again, huh?
Will, you should join us one day. 100%. Just let me know when.
What happened, Vox? Who hurt your feelings?
But yeah,
Okay,
I
ready?
should be available after the stream, but easy. Yeah, I'll do right side, you do left.
Yeah, here we go.
All right,
Bing, bing, bing.
got
Okay.
it. Got it.
Hee hee.
All right. Medic card or soul siphon. I'd go
Looking
with
for
soul
Joker heals. I already have 2 soul siphons. You can have that one.
siphon. Got it. Do we want to continue to do the other question marks?
Sure.
Alright.
I mean, we get more experience and money and stuff, right?
100%.
Also, Vox, you might already know this, but don't ever let anybody ever tell you that. You know, don't ever let them say, oh, man up, and don't show
Sarsity
feelings and
wants
stuff
you
like
to
that.
hydrate.
Oh yeah, no, fuck
Get
that.
to it, you thirsty bitch.
Okay, Zaddy, I will hydrate.
Don't become an emotionally crippled fuck.
Oh, thank you. I realized I was very thirsty. Pragmato is cracked day 1. Oh yeah, I'm That's unsurprising. People who do game cracks are very smart people. And also, it's a solved, done deal. They like you don't even need to be a coding genius to, or like a decrypting genius or any of that stuff to know how to do it anymore. Like, there are literal guides on how to bypass de novo. So that's how well they've done it. Hey, what's up, Maury? How you doing?
That mine BP
Welcome back,
is going
Camille.
to drive me insane over time.
Let us change it. Want to change it to a Navi. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh my
hey,
god,
hey.
no. Oh, 2 golds.
Holy cow. Camper, 50% chance not to consume ammo.
I'm stealing blast cannon.
Alright. I'll just have to stand still the entire
danger
boss
zone.
fight.
Yep. Just take the hits.
What's up, Channy? How you doing? I'm doing alright, Maury. You feeling better? Oh my god, stop shooting me.
Gonna take a ride into the danger zone.
A danger zone. Gonna take it round into the danger zone. Drinking strong coffee right now? Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah.
Get the ImpOS.
Welcome back from the ad break. If you hate ads, consider a sub or using your Twitch Prime.
Gonna make ramen only if it's super spicy. If it's super spicy ramen, then yeah. Send it my way. I can't find anybody who makes spicy ramen in my area. I think all the whiteys around here ruined it with their little baby pallets.
Oh, I'm dead.
You like iced coffee? Don't worry, I have a thing that lets me revive you fast.
Nice.
Oh yeah, look at that. That was very fast.
Lucky strike. This is why I need, what is it? The drain ability.
Is that the one that heals on hit?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the maze one?
No. It's just random ways are open, or you could just park over the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, Maury, thank you. There was a Vietnamese curry place back in one of my old hometowns, and the chefs made it a personal challenge to try to make the spiciest curry they could for me, because every time I came in, I would ask, hey, how spicy can you make this? And she'd be like, how spicy do you want it? And I'd be like, I want it to hurt. And so every
I'm a
time,
masochist, please,
yeah,
Lord.
every time they would try, and at one point they just gave up and they would just bring all the spices out. They'd be like, you do it, but it still wasn't spicy enough.
Damn, you got the fucking.
Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say I got high spice tolerance.
God damn.
I've been
You got
eating
the
spices.
Spice immunity.
Yeah, since I was a wee lad.
A baby.
A wee little baby. Should probably start throwing down mines for ads.
Oh.
Oh no. Where are you?
Mine. time to pump some damage.
Got stuck on a rock. Yeah, I forgot if I stand still, I have a 50% chance to not consume ammo. But
Yeah.
I can't face tank those waves.
No, they are fucking painful.
Oh, Jesus. Snake scared me. Jump scared by a snake.
Snake jump scare.
Jump snaked. You want spicy ramen? Okay,
There's
Zaddy,
a snake in my boot.
let's go get some spicy ramen. We'll all take a field trip. There's a snake in my boot.
There's a boot in my snake.
Kinky.
Sure, bud.
Best way to just make an innuendo out of anything.
Oh yeah.
Just say kinky after anything.
Anything.
There, I just told all of you the life hack to making good jokes. If you have no sense of humor, or if you don't know how to tell a joke, just do that.
Kinky.
Yeah, exactly.
So fucking stupid.
Guaranteed banger every time. Kinky.
Fuck, I'm a child.
I'm not gonna say it after that, no.
Yeah, that's one step away from death, bud.
Kinky?
One fatal mistake. Kinky.
Tiny 11?
What
I
happens
don't
if
know what that means. Oh god, train!
Ah!
Oh my god! I got fucking launched. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I got launched. I got shot into the next freaking state. What is that, Ant-Man? Uh-oh. I'm still at the mission. Oh, there we go. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. Lo hicimos.
Why is my cactus taking so long to level up? What the fuck?
Oh, mine too. Windows 11 stripped down to bare bones. That is awesome if true.
Welcome to the gaming couch, all two Pocket of Time viewers.
Oh my god.
We're so happy to have you.
Hi, Pocket.
Oh my god. Oh.
Hello, Pocket Raiders. How you guys doing? How was Silent Hill? Is that Silent Hill F, or is that Silent Hill like some kind of Greek letter? Thank you, Zaddy. Silent Hill F. Oh, okay. What's the F stand for? Freaky? Was good. Awesome. That's the one where you turn into a werewolf, right? I saw somebody playing it and they were like a werewolf or something like that. I lost the plot by now, so Slackerbot got it. Yeah, Slackerbot is earning his pay. Let's get some lifesteal, some damage, and then maybe some reload speed on this baby. How much more gold do I have? Accuracy. One more damage. And then one more lifesteal. You just swinging your sword for fun? That's alright. It's okay, Zaddy. I appreciate you. Still no good jokers. Oh, how many? Wait, how many?
Healing bottle. Great. That might be good.
3 fragments. Gonna take a while.
Oh yeah, I was unlocking another weapon.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Vox. I'm glad I could be of assistance to you and help out any way that I can. Well, I guess there is gonna be a Christmas event because there's a Rudolph mount.
Oh.
That's interesting. Flash Equine V6 Ultra Turbo. Okay. Just call it a horse. Nixie. Is this the Warlock class unlock? Phantom. Ooh. What a cutie. I want that. But I'm glad you had a good stream, Pocket. If you gotta take care of yourself, please, by all means, go and do that. Otherwise, sit back and enjoy the stream. Glad to have you.
Or summon an ancient demon deity of great power. That's an option too.
That's on cooldown.
Oh, damn it. Slacker, what do you use it for this time?
To cook my Hot Pocket. Get hunted by 10-star Arcvelve or Freddy Krueger.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Will I be live tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yes. You hate the heat? Me too. I tolerate the heat, but I prefer the cold. Okay, that's all I can do is just more health and more spell cooldown.
I think... No, I do want to get the cactus.
What's up, Maury? Heck yeah, thank you for more ramen. I appreciate you.
Alright,
Move faster and deal more damage as a dead ghost. That sounds okay. But isn't a ghost already dead? While under 30% HP, deal 30% damage. Ooh, okay, I like that. I'm constantly under 30% HP. Grants 20% weapon damage, but reloading now wastes unused ammo. No thanks. I have a bad habit of pushing the reload button by accident. That's a good reason to hate the heat, Matt. I hate it because here in California, it gets really dry when it's hot out. And when you go outside in the dry, hot heat, you get thirsty really fast. I hate it. I prefer the cold because then you can bundle up and then you can go to your favorite coffee shop and get some hot chocolate or a latte or something. Hey, the code guy is still here. Hold on.
But the old codes don't work. I tried it.
So bogus. Far west codes. Let me see. 2 months ago? Yeah, they're definitely not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yep. Why are they here?
They'll probably release new codes as they update stuff.
Bad excuse. Just kidding. No, it's a good excuse. Like Halloween events are probably if you win something, they'll probably send you a secret code. What's up, brains? That is also a valid reason to hate the heat, Matt.
Ready to go?
I'm ready. Just punching a chicken. I'm coming.
Do we want to do base far west?
Go for it. Cactus Day. I love Cactus Day. If anybody wants to eat something that is a little unorthodox, I recommend checking out nopale salad. I won't tell you what it is until you find it, but it's very good.
What is that? There's two of them.
You got a new skin? Feel left out. I got FOMO now. Man.
Oh, one of the bells.
Ooh, what's this? Rubber duck.
Got this slacker?
As soon as I get rid of these dudes, yes. Okay.
I'll hold the line. Oh, wait, nuke. I'll drag. The nuke's coming for you, dude. Nuke's about to pop. Yep.
Well, that was rude.
I tried to warn you.
Oh my god. Missed one. What was it?
You want me to?
There we go.
Yep, there we go.
I didn't miss one. I think I just took too long. Is it cactus salad? It is cactus salad. You translated it, though. That's no fair. But yeah, no, it's really good. If you want something
breaking your rules.
Is very, breaking the rule I just made. If you want something that's very unorthodox, I recommend trying it. It's really good. Have I seen videos of hurricanes? Yes, I live in America. Every hurricane season, I see them all over the news.
So yeah, that purple stone has a 1 on it. The last one had 3.
Well, maybe that's the first one in the series, and we got to do something to it.
Yeah.
You just know me? Oh. Well, touche.
Did you just get called out?
I guess so, but I mean, how would you, even knowing me, how would you know that nopale means cactus?
Good question.
There's also pickled pigskin. If you are somebody who is of the meat-eating variety. It's an acquired taste, but it's also very good once you give it a try. I was talking about cactuses before, was I? I mean, I was in the context of this game. When was I talking about cactuses?
Lower gravity.
Air package? I don't. Do I? Do I want it? No, I don't need it.
I might care package. I don't even remember why I was going this way.
Think you got it. Oh, you think you got it. I love the freaking drowning noise your character makes.
Oh yeah, when drinking the potion.
Ow, Jesus. Freaking sewer slide skeletons. Leave me alone. Kind of how I imagine, like, if somebody were role-playing as like a skeleton and they see that their party mates are using potions and they don't need potions because they don't need to heal, but they still feel left out, and so they just like pour the potions directly onto their face.
Yeah. Okay, so those bullet bases must be towns. Alright.
Cactuses? Yes, Smiley. Cactuses.
What's this?
Cactus.
Oh, it's one I already found. Okay. Gotcha.
Good night, Matt. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, bud. Have a good rest of your night.
Sleep well, compatriot.
Yes. May you find yourself in the realm of dreams. What is this? Oh, it's a well. Hey, do you want to do a well?
Well. Mayhaps. I'm on my way.
Is this caffeine? Yes, this is caffeine.
It is I, the critter of caffeinated beverages.
Yeah, that guy.
Wow, okay, just refer to me as that guy? Rude.
Yay! I knew you should have done it instead of me. Knowing my luck, I would have gotten us the worst one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Slacker, I believe in you.
I don't. That's your first mistake.
And it will be your last.
Oh my god! Somebody turned on the lag switch. These cheating ass skeletons. Oh, not you. I'm close to death. I am 1 HP from death.
There's potions over here. Ooh.
Good night, Smiley.
Mind if I yes?
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. This game is so chaotic. It is. Does it look like something you would want to play, though, Zaddy? Good night, Zaddy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate ya. Have a good night. You'd be down to try it? Heck yeah. Okay. We'll have to teach you? Oh, yeah. No problem.
This way, compatriot.
Where's... Oh, there you are. Cookies or ramen? That depends. That depends. On what you may be asking? I don't know.
Gold.
I like gold.
We get the piece. Damn it.
Sorry.
There we go.
I locked in a little too hard.
Huh?
Pinky. I locked in a little too hard.
Okay. Do it more.
Pinky. Sure, Matt. You don't have to ask me.
Num 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 num. Siphon soul or clutch. Okay.
Fine.
Understood. Blink.
Peanut butter cookies or spicy ramen? Spicy ramen. I've been on a double chocolate chunk cookie kick lately. Every time I see them, I'm like, yeah, I gotta disobey my diet for that.
I must break the rule of law to
Exactly.
satiate this hunger.
Exactly. That's exactly how I say it. By the way, these are the nopales I'm talking about. These cactuses, you chop them up, and you mix them with other veggies, like peppers and stuff. Delicious. Throw some lime on there, some limon. Ironically enough, though, I've never had the fruit, the cactus fruit. I've heard they're good. Oh, you took care of it. Good job. There's a care package over here if you want it.
Nice. And we can go to the objective.
Yay, my horse will move.
No, I flicked the lag switch. You're welcome.
I'm gonna tell on you.
Two.
Your I don't know, your boss.
I don't have a boss.
Your kindergarten teacher.
My God. Terrifying.
I'll
I
find
surrender.
somebody. I'll find somebody to rat you out too.
Bruh. Well, fucking getting back into the dating scene, so maybe one day, buddy. Maybe one day.
Hello, Green. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. How you doing? Oh, it's you. That's
joy.
great. Okay, that one was a little bit easier to kill. I remember in the beta. Oh, hi, Loot Goblin. Damn, they're so fast. I have no ammunition. Okay.
Where's the blue goblin?
He's long gone.
You're probably right.
Oh my
Welcome
god.
to the gaming couch, all
I can't-
13 Dan Dame viewers. We're so happy to have you.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome back, Zaddy. Oh, thank you for the raid, Zaddy. Thank you. Sorry, Hello, Dane. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm lagging and trying to get this thing to work. Hello, Raiders. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. My name is Slacker, and we are playing some Far Far West. Raid, but he forgot his raid message. Well, I appreciate the raid nonetheless. Pokemon Emerald. Ooh, how was Pokemon? I'm probably at some point gonna get Red, the new one on Switch, because I have a coworker who's trying to get me shiny starters. How far west? That's what I wanted to know.
Oh, there's
And-
Luke Goblin.
If we are in America, the furthest west you can go is what, Hawaii? So maybe we're in Hawaii,
Over here, Slacker.
or is it Alaska? Where are you? There you are. You're over there. Which one is further west? I don't know my geography. I'm kind of stupid.
Nebraska. I don't know.
No. I'll give you a pat on the head though. You tried. Far, far west. Far, far away.
A land
Yes.
beyond time and reason.
Mostly reason. But yeah, if you need to do your raid nightly after stream care, please do so. Otherwise, enjoy the stream. We're about to do the boss here. You can see how chaotic this game gets.
Boss.
This isn't the boss? Oh, it is the boss.
Yeah, I was saying the big boss.
I thought you said it ain't the boss, and I look up and I see the word
No,
boss. I'm like, oh,
It's the boss, but like...
did my illiteracy kick in again?
No, it's my accent, probably.
Oh, that's okay. I've played with Beaver long enough. It's okay. Kind of feels like Borderlands. It does, doesn't it? It does give Borderlands.
A little bit.
Caffeine said Nebraska. That's actually correct. What? Nebraska's not west. The furthest west you can go in the continental United States is like the very tip of Oregon or Washington. And then you have Alaska, which I think is further west than Hawaii, no? Oh, Zaddy. Oh, Zaddy. You...
Are you trying to give me a confidence boost?
Yeah, she was trying to... She's gaslighting me and she's egging you on.
Best time.
Okay. Time to put down the mines. Oi! You're not timing the jumps right. Get off me, Snake. Now's not the time. Snake, please. Kiss your mother with that mouth. Oh yeah, the mines are gonna kill him.
Oh yeah. Oh, you love to see it. Love to see it.
He's a dummy. Anywho, yeah, that's kind of how the bosses go. They get way more chaotic in the harder difficulties though. We're in normal right now.
Oh yeah, like they've definitely upped the difficulty of all categories.
And you get to enjoy some cowboy dubstep while you actually no, this would be more like cowboy house music, right?
I guess.
I'm not up to date on my electronica. God, sewer slide skeletons, go away. Oh, I'm going to... I am dead. And then when you die, you get to help out your partner and do some damage.
I'm so bad at it. There we go. Alright, come here. Or not. Give me a sec.
Sit in the middle of the cactuses.
Alright. I just got a little drink.
Thank you.
Train's here.
Woo.
Nice. Hey, thank you for the follow, Maurice. Maurice Little Love.
Oh.
Or is it Maurice? I don't know, but thank you for the follow either way.
Why did stream elements just pop up? Did the stream disconnect?
Did it?
What's up, Jim Bob?
Hey, I got the Cactus 3 and Acid 10.
Cactus is still level 1.
What?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
I've been spamming that thing non-stop.
Oh, hydrate? No worries.
Oh, I probably got like one more run in me, by the way.
Yeah, that's all good. I could probably end here if you want.
That's up to you. You want to do one more, or you want to end here? It's up to you, man.
I don't mind. I was honestly thinking of ending it a bit earlier, but like I was just like, nah, I can push myself a bit more.
You're having too much fun.
So.
Oh,
well, also like I still have a little bit of my old anxiety issues, so it's like a energy drain.
Oh yeah.
But like, yeah, I've gotten over a lot of my old anxiety issues, which is like why I can be so confident and suave and silly. But but it is still like a little fucking energy drain in the back of my head.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Life is life, though.
I get
but
you,
yeah,
man.
it's been wonderful playing with you, though.
Hell yeah, I'm glad that the game's
So
finally
glad
out and
this
we
is
can
back.
yeah, we can do this regularly, and we gotta pull everybody else in.
100%. All right, well,
thank you.
Yes. I'm going to do my outro, and outro. I have an outro. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll see you around, my dude.
See ya, bud.
All right, and as for everyone else.
All right, friends. That is... Oh, I accidentally selected my testing thing. That is where we are going to call it for the night. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Everybody on Twitch, hang out for a sec. I will raid out. I'm just going to say goodnight to TikTok real quick. Let's see who we got on TikTok. We got a couple people. Thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate your support. It means the world to me, as always. I will be back tomorrow with something else. Please have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves, and we'll do it again later. Bye. You are very welcome, Wolf. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all of the raids I got today. I appreciate that so very much. All right, let's go ahead and raid out, shall we? If anybody wants me to raid a specific person, now is your time to shout them out. Otherwise, I'm just going to go and start looking. As soon as... I'm definitely not stalling. Waiting for my thing to load. Come on. There we go. Oh, and we got another follow. I didn't see it. Well, thank you so much for the other follow. I appreciate that. Okay, we got other people playing Far Far West. Somebody saying that it's the best game they've ever played, so I'm going to go raid them. Sounds like they really love this game. All right. This is a new person. I've never raided this person before, so please be nice, okay? You guys, I appreciate your support so very much. I will be back tomorrow with something else. Please have a wonderful night.